Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good afternoon, Assalamu alaikum, and welcome to Sports Extra. I'm your host Ahmed Nawaz with the latest roundup of sports today. Let's take a look at what we're discussing on the show today. We're going to be starting off with basketball. Of course, you heard it right. It's going to be basketball, and we're going to be discussing some very, very important things as far as the dynamics of basketball in Pakistan are concerned. I want to explore more. We had a show quite some time back where we discussed everything that was happening, including some recent tournaments as well. So we'll be discussing about them in detail. Of course, I'll be giving you an insight to what's going to be happening, how you can get involved, how, of course, we can take basketball to another level. And we always talk about where corporate sponsors need to come up and support different games in Pakistan. And I think this is the right opportunity because, let's be very honest, we've seen so much talent on the grassroots level when we talk about basketball, be it girls, be it boys. We've seen a lot of young talent, and I think that already needs to be just groomed to the professional level. So the mega event, of course, continues in Islamabad. Wabda and Karachi have secured victory in this National Women's Basketball Championship. Wabda, of course, outclassed Islamabad Whites as well. And of course, we're going to be looking at some interesting things to come as far as this tournament is concerned and how we can market this tournament better for the near future. After that, we'll be talking about Taekwondo, where we will be talking about the Albania Open Taekwondo Championship, where Pakistan's Sinan Ashfaq has won the gold medal. Proud to represent Pakistan. That's what Sinan mentioned after winning this gold medal. Athletes from over 40 countries have participated in this Albania Open Taekwondo Championship. Then, of course, we'll be moving on and discussing the Tri-Nation Series between Pakistan, Bangladesh and New Zealand. The team has arrived at Christchurch. They're going to be taking part in training sessions. Their first match begins on the 7th, and that is, of course, against Bangladesh. And this is very important as far as Pakistan's combinations are concerned for the T20 World Cup, because we all know that it's now time to finalize your playing 11 and be sure of what you want to take in these conditions, what strategy you want to go with as well. So we'll be discussing about this in detail. And then, of course, moving on to English cricket. Of course, they won against Pakistan, but they've suffered a major blow where Johnny Bairstow has confirmed a long-term injury that will make him unavailable for any form of cricket until 2023. He broke his leg while playing golf, and he said that he heard his leg snap. That's the exact words he used. After that, he underwent surgery for his broken leg, and now he's out till 2023. That's a big blow for England prospects, because he's a sort of player that can adjust in all three formats, especially when you talk about T20 cricket, then Test cricket as well, because Bazball has been identified through him as well with the run rate and strike rates he's been playing at. So I think England will surely miss him. We'll be discussing all about this in today's show. And first of all, talking about basketball, with the National Women's Basketball Championship is underway. We'll be talking about that and also exploring some future avenues for basketball as well. And we're very honored to be joined in studios by the General Secretary of the Federal Basketball Association of Islamabad, Ojay Zahoor. Assalamu alaikum, sir. How are you?
Assalamu alaikum. I'm very well, thank you.
Sir, great to have you on the show. It's been a while now,
Yep.
but I'm glad that you're here on the show once we've got a tournament going on. So what would you like to first of all tell us about the tournament? The fans really need to know that insight of what's happening.
This is an amazing activity. We were planning for it for quite a while, and we are overwhelmed with the response that we've gotten. We have 8 teams from all over Pakistan, including Pakistan Army, Pakistan Wabda, Islamabad, Lahore, Karachi, KPK. All of these teams are participating in this event. The girls are enjoying the competition. We've seen some great talent show up. The young players, they have shown great prospect for the future, and we are seeing we've seen some really interesting matches.
So traditionally, when we talk about sports in Pakistan, departments have played a very important role. So I want to talk about that same prospect in basketball as well, where the patronage of these certain departments becomes very crucial in order to promote these sports on a further basis, especially basketball.
Departments have certainly played a vital role in promotion of sports. See, in Pakistan, sports does not have a financial future in most of the cases, other than hockey and cricket and football and hockey, which are widely promoted. So these departments have played a very important role, where they pay a certain compensation to all of these players that they hire, they train them, they spend money on their training.
They employ them, basically.
They employ them, and all they want to do is to provide them with the facilities to improve their game. So the role of our departments is very, very important.
But basketball traditionally is enjoyed in many of these departments traditionally. For example, Pakistan Army, even within the forces,
Yep.
it's a very popular sport within units. Then within the tri-services, it becomes very important. So there are certain departments where basketball has already existed as a structured sport.
Basketball has existed in Pakistan since 1954. Pakistan Army, Pakistan Air Force, Pakistan Navy, WAPDA, Railways, Police, and there have been different departments. Habib Bank used to have an amazing basketball team, and they have contributed a lot towards this game. Over the past several years, recent years, there was a decline. However, we see a lot of improvement that has come up. We see young talent that is being promoted by these departments, and at the same time, at grassroots level, even at divisions and province level, we see a lot of talent that has come up.
So let's talk about this National Women's Championship. Initially, last time we talked about this, we were very keen to attract as many sponsors as we can, not just for the financial incentive, but for a long-term process as well. So now, because the championship is underway, I think it's not cliche to ask you, how has that process been successful?
It is a slow process. We haven't achieved much in that area. However, we have been able to hold a very successful championship without any corporate sponsors at the moment. People, with the condition that our country is going through right now, and this condition is there in the entire world, corporate sector is a little reluctant to participate and contribute.
Why
However,
is that? Why would you think? What's the reason?
I think the socio-economical status of our people are more concerned about their jobs, and with the inflation and all, everything has become more expensive. Facilities, especially.
But why don't they see this as an Olympic sport?
This is a very old Olympic sport. I have no idea as to why. Maybe we are not able to convince them properly. Maybe the fault lies with us. However, we are still trying, and we have another championship coming up in the next 40-45 days. We are holding an men's interdepartmental basketball championship and men's interdivision basketball championship in Islamabad, and we have reached out to some corporate sponsors who have agreed to look into our proposal. So we do see some progress.
So the way forward is definitely there, but it's
Yes.
just the hurdles that we need to overcome when we talk about this. So talk about this national pool of players, I like to call them, from representing these different departments. How much talent are we seeing that we can polish and then bring it to a national level where we have proper representation of Pakistan, which is successful in terms internationally?
Well, the talent pool is huge. The talent pool is huge. Basketball is a very popular game at schools, at colleges, at universities, at division levels. There have been lack of opportunities and lack of facilities. However, it still is a widely played sport in Pakistan. The best thing about it, one of the match, if you play a match, you can play a successful match in 1 hour, 1.5 hours. So not a lot of time is required. So kids can contribute a certain time of their day towards this activity, which makes it a very popular sport. And we have a huge talent.
Is
that thousands and
is
thousands
that one
of
of the
players.
advantages, that because it's being, let's be very honest, Pakistan right now has a very strong structure of private schools, and I'm not even going towards the government level because efforts are underway to revamp that educational system as well. But we talk about these corporate schools, and obviously if I don't name them, we all know the biggest or the largest or the most successful chain of schools, and there are quite a few of them who've got financial infrastructure support, you name it, basketball courts, they've got everything. And they've got teams as well who are playing. So does that make it a bit easier to actually go to them and talk to them and obviously get them involved as far as this process is concerned?
They are certainly involved. All of these private school chains, they are contributing a lot towards their sports, especially basketball. And one of the positive things that has happened in the past 5-7 years is they have actually started giving out employment opportunities to our young coaches who have skills, and they are developing young kids. Especially in Islamabad, we have a basketball academy where our young girls, they come and they train every day in the evening for 1 or 2 hours. That is one of the reasons why Islamabad team has played really well in this competition, and we were able to outclass Lahore, which has a really huge talent pool, and the level of the sports that are there in Lahore is considered to be at the next level than Islamabad. But we were able to contribute, and we were able to be successful because of this entire support that we've gotten from these private school chains.
I love it the way you say we. So, you know, Islamabad's got
Yes.
some bragging rights
Yes,
over Lahore in
absolutely,
basketball.
absolutely.
And that's great to see. I think this is the fun part of this, that once you get cities involved, imagine Islamabad playing against Lahore. And then, of course, in the near future, we move on to this dynamic tournament where we have all of these cities involved. It's just going to be absolutely tremendous and exciting to watch as well. At the same time, I must ask you, for the knowledge of our viewers as well, the mandate of the Basketball Federation, the composition as well, so we can better understand how we are taking things forward.
Pakistan Basketball Federation is a full-fledged federation with all the affiliated units, which are our departments and provinces. We are affiliated with our international bodies, including FIBA Asia and FIBA World. We are also recognized and affiliated with Pakistan Olympic Association, and currently we have forwarded our application to Pakistan Sports Board for government patronage, because in the last 2-3 years we were not able to compete in any international events, and we can only do that with the patronage of Government of Pakistan. And the Honorable Minister of Interprovincial Coordination has assured us his support, including Pakistan Sports Board, that they will recognize Pakistan Basketball Federation, and in the future, in the next several months and years to come, we will be able to participate in the international events under the flag of the Government of Pakistan.
Well, that's very interesting, because obviously representation on the international level has got to be the first big achievement. I always say, let's not be result oriented. If we can get our girls and boys to participate and carry the national flag in international events, I think that speaks volumes of where we've come as well. In your capacity as General Secretary, how do you see things moving so far? We've gotten through a national championship for women. A men's championship is coming up very soon as well. How would you rate the trajectory of things the way they're going right now?
The progress is fast. Especially this particular year started off really well. We've held several competitions. About 2 months ago, we held a divisional championship in Dera Ismail Khan, and we were really surprised to see the talent pool in Dera Ismail Khan.
Who would have thought that?
Yes, and we are also holding another championship in Quetta, which is going to start from 14th of October. So Quetta, being the host of that championship, will open up the talent pool in Quetta and the nearby areas, and all the teams from all over the country will fly off to Quetta, and we will hold this event. That will definitely help us promote basketball at around all the 4 corners of the country.
Well, we talk about financial and the corporate elements as well, and we talk about corporate entities, sponsors, and then we talk about infrastructure development. All of these things are very important. But my final question to you would be the role of media, because all of these events happening need to be highlighted on the mainstream level in order to make sure that we promote it on a wider scale.
I personally think that this entire success that we've seen during this year has been because of the support that we've gotten from media. Pakistan Television has provided us a lot of support. This is my 2nd program with you, and the way we've been projected, print media, digital media, and especially Pakistan Television and certain other private TV channels, they've also provided very decent coverage to basketball. We are very grateful for all the contribution that we are getting from Pakistan Television, which is our national television, and it is very encouraging to see that with this support, we can definitely hit the next level.
Inshallah, that is the plan. First of all, I think I need to congratulate you
Thank
on
you.
the successful hosting of this National Women's Championship, and at the same time wish you best of luck and all-out support for the men's event as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ojaz Zahoor, for joining us, and you heard from Mr. Ojaz Zahoor himself as well. Stay tuned, we'll be back after this short break. Right, welcome back. Now we'll be talking about some more special things, and when we talk about Taekwondo in Pakistan, it's been an absolutely fantastic sport. The Pakistan Taekwondo Federation, be it the management that has been involved, it's been absolutely successful. Just recently, the Albania Open Taekwondo Championship has been a success for Pakistan Taekwondo Federation, where they've been able to achieve a gold medal, where Pakistan Sinan Ishfaq was successful. He was very proud to represent Pakistan. But besides that, when we talk about tournaments, be it domestically as well, be it international tournaments, we've also held international tournaments in Pakistan now. That's another success. It's been very, very successful. So we'll be talking about that and all the upcoming tournaments as well, and the preparations, the training routine and everything that is there for upcoming future tournaments in detail. Very lucky to be joined in studios by the coach of Pakistan Taekwondo Federation. First of all, Mr. Asif Khan. Assalamu alaikum, Asif. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, sir.
Thank you very much for joining us. We've also been joined by Taekwondo athlete representing the country himself, Shahzeb Khan. Assalamu alaikum, Shahzeb. How are you?
Wa alaikum assalam. I am good, alhamdulillah.
Thank you very much for joining us. Asif, first of all, tell us about the future tournaments right now. Albania was a success, alhamdulillah. What's next now?
Ahmed Bhai, we have next an international event in Pakistan in November, first week of November, from 31st October to 4th November.
Right.
It's grade 2 event. In Taekwondo we say G2 event. G2 event. So we are hoping that more than 20 countries participate in this event, and maybe inshallah till now 189 international athletes registered them for G2 event.
That's a very big number.
Yeah, and I think we have 1 week more for registration. Online, actually, when I say about registration, it's online registration. So everyone can register him from his country.
It's open tournament.
Yeah, it's open tournament. Inshallah, we hope so. We can 250 plus athletes and officials in G2.
So how many people are going from Pakistan participating in this?
Till now we have registered only 30 because some of our provinces have to register their teams, some of departments like Army, WAPDA, Air Force, they have to register their team, and hope so we can 150 plus male and female, they will participate in Pakistan Open.
So that means it's a very big event. When you talk about the G2 event in Taekwondo, it is a very big event for those of you who are familiar with the technicalities of Taekwondo as well. Shahzeb, how's the training routine so far for this tournament? It's a G2 event. So right now, how's training going?
Sir, training is going good, alhamdulillah, well. Then I trying to more achieve honors for my country. Then inshallah, upcoming event G2, Asian Open Taekwondo Championship. This is very big event, and I got inshallah gold medal.
Inshallah.
Then I got 20 points for my world ranking. Now my world ranking is after this third Mountain Everest Open Taekwondo Championship G2. This is 20 points. I got 20 points, and now my world ranking is under 10, and Olympic ranking is under 30.
So we can say you're in the top 10 now.
Inshallah. When I go to in top 5, so I go to directly in Olympic participate. This is honor for me, inshallah.
Shahzeb is very focused, Asif. So he's very focused.
I want to say something about Shahzeb, that I am very proud to being his coach, and he is the first Pakistani who is in the top 10 of Taekwondo. And we hope so. Our focus, our last event was in Nepal, where he got gold medal. Before that he was in gold in 2019 South Asian game. So last time we had Pakistan Open in last November in Pakistan, but unfortunately he was because of dengue he didn't participate. So it's first event in Pakistan. We hope so that he will took gold for Pakistan, inshallah, and he will improve and he will make us proud, inshallah.
Asif, what's the most important part right now in training our athletes? Are we more focused towards fitness? Is that a big concern, or the technicalities of Taekwondo? Which is the most important?
You ask him about actually we have two morning and evening two sessions, and we also have our head coach is from Iran. He is a former Olympian, he is bronze medalist, he is a 4-time World Championship, Asian Game medalist, and now we had great opportunity. We had a coach like you can say that for an athlete, it's dream that Olympian coach is with us.
Is with one of the best in the world.
One of the best, because I am here with national team from last 12 years as a coach, but I work with lot of international coaches like Korean, Iranis and Thai, but I found Yusuf Karimi, and I would like to say special thanks to my president, Pakistan Taekwondo Federation. He always support our team with coaches, with training. You can see that only in sports after cricket, only Pakistan Taekwondo Federation and our president is always supporting us.
Right.
He provide us so many opportunities to go and participate in.
I'm a witness of this. When you talk about the president of Pakistan Taekwondo Federation, Colonel Wasim Janjua, he's been absolutely instrumental. I think that vision and that passion for Pakistan, that drive comes right from the top leadership, where he's involved in everything. I would say, despite very limited support from various departments, government and private, he's been able to do everything for his players, be it financial incentives, be it training routines, securing places, infrastructure for them for training. I think really Pakistan Taekwondo Federation owes a lot to Colonel Wasim Janjua, and like I said, I'm a personal witness of the passion and drive he has, because whenever I've talked to him, he's always said that this Pakistan Taekwondo Federation belongs to the players, and it will always belong to the players. So I think that vision can only come from certain individuals whom Allah has blessed with this responsibility. So I think very lucky Pakistan is to have Colonel Wasim Janjua in this position of the president of Pakistan Taekwondo Federation. Shahzeb, how supporting is it when you see that your president is supporting you on every level? If you're concerned about infrastructure, it is there. The diet routine, Olympic coaches, as Asif mentioned, Mr. Karimi is here to guide you and train you as well. And then of course, whenever financial assistance is needed, then Taekwondo Federation is also supporting you.
Yes, sir. He's very supporting me every time, every competition events. So we are participate, but unfortunately we don't have funds. So only combat sports he support.
One of the partners,
yes,
for the past many years now.
And same like said sir, and I said, my world ranking is now coming to top 5. So I want more funds. I don't have
for training, for traveling, financial assistance.
Yes, federation support us, but it is unfortunately don't have funds.
Limited capacity.
We don't have sources. We have to depend on sponsors, or we have to depend on Pakistan Sports Board. But from government, we don't get too much sponsors. They provide us sometimes camps, but we need continue camps.
But Asif, one thing is very interesting, that the government and private sector needs to understand that right now the ratio of winning medals is coming from Taekwondo the most than any other sport.
No doubt. And when we talk about medals, we should understand that Taekwondo is Olympic sports.
Yes, absolutely.
So actually a lot of people don't understand what is Olympic sport and what is non-Olympic sport. Olympic sports mean, you can say Taekwondo is top 10 sports which is played in all over the world.
Yes, absolutely.
So we have to, because of Olympic sport, we have too much competitive athletes, too much competitive countries in the world where athletes are very good. Like you can say in our Asia, we have Olympic medalists, we have world champion. So for when we want to go and participate, we need proper training. In our national camp, we need proper training. We need training camps in abroad. We need proper nutrition. We need physio. Everything we need. So it's we can provide them because with money. For money, we need sponsors.
Absolutely. I think that's a crucial part of any sport, where financial assistance is very important. And of course, at this moment, I think we really need to appreciate the role of Combax as well, because they've been, involved in everything you can possibly think of for Pakistan Taekwondo Federation, and they've been there consistently. So that's very important, that not just one event, not on event basis, they've been there consistently for Pakistan Taekwondo Federation. Finally, Shahzeb, is Asif a very tough coach to work with, or does he push you very hard? And final message to everybody out there who are going to be waiting for
Sir Asif is a very nice person, first of all. And in training, he's tough. angry sometime because we are doing bad.
Mistakes,
So
so he
yeah,
corrects him.
mistakes. So sir is angry, and same like Ustad Yusuf Karimi and Madam Naji also, and all is good. And
Are you
this
ready
is
for
it.
Nepal?
Inshallah, I am ready
Pakistan
for
Open, inshallah.
Pakistan
Asian
Open.
Open, sorry.
I got last in Nepal world gold medal. Then inshallah my next target is Pakistan Asian Open.
And top 5, inshallah.
Inshallah, no sir. After this event, inshallah, I go to inshallah go to World Championship. Then I go inshallah medal. Then
Inshallah. Asif, your final message, what would you like to say to fans out there?
I want to say that when as a coach I push hard to, during training to them, because
It's important.
Yeah, very important. Why? When they go for hard training, in the training, it's relaxed in the competition. So that's why they. But I should
work double time.
and after training, we also enjoy play with games and sit, and gathering is very important. We go for party sometime and sit together. It's also part of training, not only push and all is not.
There are easy times as well.
Yeah, easy time. But I will give message to every athlete, especially for Taekwondo. It's not easy. It's look easy that you can sit in the TV and watch in the, Taekwondo in YouTube or like TV. It's easy, but it's when you come for training, it's very hard.
Very difficult.
Very difficult,
Technicalities are
yeah.
there. Right, definitely. That is the case. But Asif and Shahzaib, thank you very much for joining us. All the best to you for the next championship. And inshallah, we hope for many gold medals. On that note, we'll go towards a short break. We'll be right back.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jazakallah. Very Welcome back. Time now to discuss a segment on cricket, and there's a lot to talk about. Starting off with the Tri-Nation series between Pakistan, Bangladesh and New Zealand, and then of course moving on to some very big news that has come from English cricket as well. In studios we've been joined by cricket commentator and expert K. Asif Ahmed. Assalamu alaikum Asif, how are you, sir?
Walaikum assalam, I'm good Ahmed, how about you,
I'm
sir?
very well, thank you for joining us today. Asif, first of all, the team is now focused on the Tri-Nation series. They're in Christchurch, they've arrived, first match on 7th against Bangladesh. How important is this Tri-series?
Well, of course, Ahmed, right before the World Cup, it's a good chance for the Pakistan cricket team to gain their momentum and confidence back. And what happened in Asia Cup, now forget about that. What happened against England here in Pakistan. This is the time to learn with your mistakes. If you are not learning and if you're not getting better, I think won't be giving you an impact. But for me, if let's suppose if I'm the captain of Pakistan cricket team, and if I'm getting this chance, of course I will avail, and I will tell my team, I will tell my guys, now this is the new time. Now we are in Christchurch, we are heading towards World Cup, and right before the World Cup, you got the chance to come up with your performances. Yes, lots of criticism on Pakistan cricket team. They went with a bad time in Asia Cup as well, and then against England. So I think I must say that this series is really important, not for Pakistan, but Bangladesh and New Zealand as well. Yes, Pakistan got a very good record against Bangladesh, a bit tough against New Zealand, but I think that it's not easy to give to take some victories against New Zealand and when you're playing in Christchurch especially. So I think I must say that Pakistan, there's a time to just concentrate in the middle order. It's really important for me because everyone is talking about the strike rate of Babar Azam and Rizwan, and they're forgetting about that what's happening. But thanks God that our middle order has been exposed so nicely. And
so
now
we can actually work on it now.
Actually now we understand that where we guys are lacking actually, and a middle order
That's
is
a very important question, because we're talking about that middle order and that connection in between. How important has Shan Masood been in this entire scenario? Because now Babar and Rizwan can frankly think that if both of them or one of them fails, they have an individual at number 3 who can stabilize the inning, play with a good strike rate and take it to the very end as well.
Okay, I'm coming with the statement of Chairman Pakistan Cricket Board, Ramiz Raja. Forget about his previous statement. But this time he's saying that the mindset is pretty much clear. The Babar Azam and Rizwan, they're playing nicely. Do not take them negative and don't come up with negative comments. Do positive reporting. We will try to do positive reporting. When you're talking about a player like Shan Masood, who is technically fit, who's physically so fit, mentally so fit, though he didn't perform up to the mark against England, but even then, when your openers, they do understand that if one of them, if they won't able to perform in any match, in any scenario, they got a very good opportunity and they got a very good option like Shan Masood, who is absolutely good with his technique. You know, I always talk about the batter's technique, why it's important, what kind of cricket you're playing. People are talking about that the Glenn Maxwell and the A.B. de Villiers talk about their technique, or Steven Smith. I think that when you talk about you know, the rest of the world, they do train themselves according to the situations. I heard about Kieran Pollard that he used to hit 100 sixes in a day. And we can observe, we can watch in the match, the same action in the match as well. Though he cannot hit 100 sixes in same scenario.
He's at 5 and 6 plenty of times. So that
yes, plenty of times.
Yeah.
Not like Asif Ali, who hit 156s daily, or 300 I think on daily basis. But in the match he won't able to hit only even 2 or 3 sixes as well in every match. So I think the English cricketers, the Australian cricketers, their mindset is very strong. Their approach is very strong. Pakistani players, you know, that players like Khushdil Shah, players like Asif Ali, Iftikhar, I don't think so that they're mentally so confident, they're mentally brave. I don't think so. So this is the difference. And Shan Masood, he's a very genuine batter. He proved himself. He scored plenty of runs.
I like the fact that you mentioned technically very good.
Yes.
Because if I look at the entire series, okay, he's not been that successful with the runs, but we were missing this intent from number 3, number 4, where we saw some beautiful cover drives, some cut shots, which can be very important. And he's got a good pull as well in Australia.
Well, that's right. And, you know, Ahmed, if you do remember his innings in PSL as well, the way he played, and in other shows, I said that he could play over the extra cover as well, which is really important, you know, and that if you get sixes over the cover.
Most difficult shot, yes.
Most difficult shot with the straight bat. I think it gives you energy, it gives you confidence. So Shan Masood has definitely all these things, and these are the positive things from the Shan Masood. I must talk about that the rest of the team, that if you are depending only 2-3 players, let's suppose Babar Azam, Rizwan, and then Shan Masood, and in the end, if you talk about the fast bowler Haris Rauf, Shaheen Shah Afridi, Naseem Shah, see in T20 you must have 6 or 7 match winners. This is what India have actually. Name anyone, they are the good, you know, campaigners. Pakistan is lacking actually a genuine hitter in the middle order. I must concentrate on the strike rate when you talk about that Pakistan requires 40 runs on 20 deliveries. And if the batter is coming and if he is okay without scoring any boundary, if he's chasing 40 runs on 20 deliveries, that's fine.
It's smart cricket.
Yes,
You need
it's
2 runs per ball.
Yes. So when I saying that the hard hitter, I'm not saying that a power hitter or whatsoever. I'm not in that kind of personality that who believes that if you got the strong muscle, so you could hit 6. It's all about your brain.
And timing, yeah.
Yes. It's all about, see, Babar Azam got the best qualities, and that he could hit anywhere standing in the crease. And talk about Rizwan as well.
Asif, before we move on to some very important developments from the world of cricket, I must ask you this final question very quickly, that in the World Cup, conditions-wise in Australia, what's your biggest concern? What are you most worried about?
The same thing, that is our middle order batting. The only thing is, and fielding, of course, that. So if you cannot take good catches, you cannot win matches.
That's been a new low for Pakistan. I think the fielding has been horrible. And as Sean Tate said, that when we lose, they send me out. So he's going to be doing a lot of the.
But I like their responsibility. You know, I used to watch Mickey Arthur. I used to watch this Sean Tate, that whenever they're losing, they come up in front of media and they take the responsibility. They send me or he comes. I don't know.
You never know. But that's nice to see. But nonetheless, 7th of this month, 7th of October, Pakistan faced Bangladesh in the first match of this tri-series. Pakistan, Bangladesh and New Zealand taking part, and then of course the team moves on to Australia for the World Cup. Very important series. All the best to the boys in green. Moving on now, we're going to be talking about some major developments in the world of cricket. It's a shocking, I think, development that has come in. Johnny Bairstow has been ruled out from all forms of cricket until the year 2023. Suffered an injury while playing golf. He said he broke his leg. He said his actual words was, I heard my leg snap like this. So, you know, that tells you the seriousness of this injury. And now it has been confirmed by him as well that until 2023, he will be unavailable. Asif, his journey into cricket is one to follow. Not that successful initially, but the board had proper faith in him. And I think to his credit, he changed his own technique and his own game as well. Went not only successful in white ball cricket, but I think a crucial part of England's red ball campaign as well.
Well, I think England will be missing him in ODI in 50 overs World Cup, which will be happening in India.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think if you talk about the Johnny Bairstow especially, see what a fascinating player he is. Average is 46 in ODI, and the strike rate is 120, which is really most concerning thing for me, you know, that and coming up with 1100. So England got the bad luck in this scenario, and when you talk about his injuries, really serious. But the good thing is that what he told to media that I'm fine and got a successful injury, successful surgery actually. So I think Pakistan will be happy if they will be facing England. There is no Johnny Bairstow because he's, you know, 360 and now
Asif, it's not about Johnny Bairstow. You know, against us, everybody's performing. even the debutants. I bet you, even Chris Wokes is going to score 100 against us. That's what's been happening. But you know, his role, like you mentioned, in the English cricket team, especially if you talk about their Test campaign recently, that Bazball element. It's all been about his ability to hit the ball.
Well, now once again I will talk about the mindset as well. And when Brendan McCullum was with the Lahore Qalandars, our players were not happy with Brendan McCullum. And even the owner of Lahore Qalandars, he said somewhere that I can't do anything because the coach is Brendan McCullum. And but you know that when he came to as a coach in England, and he joined as a coach for the red ball cricket, Johnny Bairstow clearly changed himself in 360 angle, even in Test cricket as well. So I think if you talk about his abilities, if you talk about his performances, if you talk about his you know, personality as a team player, each and everything is perfect. And of course, England will be missing that.
Well, that's a big miss, but of course, at the same time, we know that, Asif, that they've always got players who can fill in those gaps and be successful in any position.
Yes, that's right. You know that this is the dilemma of Pakistan cricket, that if there is no Babar Azam or there is no Rizwan playing, your team is in trouble. But rest of the teams, even in India, you know that if there is no Rohit Sharma or if there is no Virat Kohli, even then they got big list. Same in England, that they got plenty of talent. And the most important thing which you have mentioned in your intro as well, that the board of English Cricket Board, they gives, you know, plenty of chances, plenty of, not like Pakistan. If you got 4 or 5, even in Pakistan it's a dual standard. For some players, several mistakes, several failures, but you're giving them chances.
For some, just the bench. And then they're nowhere to be seen.
Yes, that's right. But if a proper batter is coming and if he's not performing well, I'm naming Shan Masood, that he got a couple of failures, and after that people were talking about that, bring him in ODI, he's not fit for the T20. So I said, thank you very much, guys. I mean, this is your approach, this is not the cricketing approach.
We've got a short-term memory. We need to be very sure about that. So in instance, we can make heroes, and in instance, we can deny them as well. That is the case. But Asif, thank you very much for joining us on the show. That wraps it up from me and the entire team. Until our next show, it's goodbye for now.